Hi there! Are you ready for the next tutorial in our series of oxygen not included tutorials? In this one we're gonna be discussing one of my favorite topics, exosuits. They're amazing. Without those, you're pretty much doomed. You cannot do anything. You cannot go to cold biomes, you cannot go to hot biomes, you cannot open slime, you cannot dig slime and open up areas. So whenever we're talking about reaching other biomes other than your natural one, the one where you are starting with, uh, it's pretty much a requirement for you to make exosuits. And these little astronaut type suits, they allow you to enter an area without having any troubles with heat, excessive cold, or slime. So basically, they protect your duplicants from pretty much everything in the game. They're awesome. Now, it's a little bit of a problem to make them though. It does require a lot of preparation, it does require materials, it does requires knowledge about how to proceed with it. So in this tutorial I will aim to show you how to actually do that in a nice manner. And this is how it works. And if you ever forget how it actually needs to be set up, you can take a look at the exosuit overlay, which kind of shows you how this is supposed to work. The duplicant enters here, and whatever the arrow shows is when they exit with the astronaut type suit. And I know that some people had trouble with that, so that's why I'm mentioning it. So some people have trouble remembering. But whatever the arrow points to, when this building is enabled, whichever duplicant passes through this area has to wear an exosuit. If they don't have an exosuit on, they cannot pass this area. Just make sure that you don't have any other openings. Like for example, if I break this and I make a ladder here, now all my other duplicates would be able to enter the area. So that's something that I don't want in this case. Okay, so the next thing to see is how to actually make those. And it's a little complex, but not that much. The first thing you need to do is to prepare a specific farm that you would require in order to make the exosuits. And this farm is this one here, the one that produces thimble raids. And right now you see that it's not really producing. I haven't attended to it for a while because I don't really need to. I have produced too much. But if you examine the thimble raids, let's examine them here. Thimble raids. So you will see that this specific thing here, the thimble reed seed that you need. You can find it, I think, in the swamp biome pretty much, and it's very easy to grow. I mean, the max temperature is like 37, and it just requires polluted water pretty much, and the atmosphere could pretty much be anything apart from like hydrogen and chlorine, which helps a lot. And it's really simple. So the only thing that you need to do, as you see here, is let me start this. Basically, mind the body temperature, which is it's actually still producing for me. I think I'm right on the edge here. Yes, I am. I can probably move it or do something about it. I don't really care about it so much now because again I have created too many. But yeah, the point is that you actually need to be creating thimble raids. That's the first step. So once you do that, and let me show you my original first structure here, which is over here. So once you do that, you need to create the exosuit docks. Obviously, this has to be researched. It's this one here, the environmental protection. So once you research those, and you go here to stations, I believe, yes, you would need one checkpoint, and multiple docks. I go for like 6 or 7 or so, but you can go for 10 or as much as you want actually. And once you create this thing here, the next thing is to obviously create the suits. And so to create the suits, you would need, let me see here, you would need the exosuit forge. That's the thing that creates the suits. So you go here, and this is where your reed fiber is required. You see, like I have 200 here. So this is where you actually go here and create a few. And that's it for the suits. Now, the suits require oxygen. because once your duplicants enter this, the area, the forbidden area, these suits provide them with oxygen as well. And you would need to create an oxygen room. And you don't want to get oxygen from your main main generator. Like for instance, I'm always having trouble with overlays. I need better icons. So I don't want to disrupt my production here, because if I branch this here, whenever you branch something, it actually goes 50-50. So if I branch this pipe here, 50% of the air will go here and 50% of the air would go here. And this would happen for a long time, and I don't really want to disrupt my production, my air production in my base. Instead, I go for a better solution, I think, because I don't really need the algae anyway. I mean, I have tons of algae, and I can easily create more. I have a lot of slime as well to create algae with, or I can mine. But I can just create a room here, and the way I do it is I have an algae deoxidizer in a closed room, so that it can actually have max pressure at certain times and stop. And then I have a pump. So as you see here, the pump pumps oxygen from the room, and then that's something that's pretty important. You need to have a filter here, so a gas filter, and you want to filter the oxygen, and whatever else, just send it outside in the world. As you see here, that's what I'm doing. Oxygen comes in the filter, and it could be anything. It could be carbon dioxide, for example, or hydrogen, or whatever is in the room. After a while, it's only going to be oxygen, of course, but I don't really. The reason why I do that, I want to be playing safe with exosuit docks. I don't want to destroy them with the wrong element. So anything else, I send it outside. I don't even know why this was overloaded. That's super weird. I haven't had an overload for years. I think because I'm creating this, and I haven't actually. Yeah, that's probably why. I haven't used it for a while, and I didn't actually see that. That's funny, because I thought that my wiring was stellar. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I can fix that later, or not at all really. But anyway, so as oxygen gets pumped, you see here it fills up the exosuit docks, and you see that they have a meter here, and you see how much oxygen they have. And now your duplicants will happily enter and get their docks, their suits. And you see how much of the area I have opened up here. It's insane, isn't it? I have found geysers. I was opening up a place to create the fertilizer here and trap the natural gas. I have found two steam geysers, pretty much. So you see, that's insane. And now I kind of wanted to examine a new area here, and the area I wanted to examine is this one. So here I am close to crude oil. So I can't really do it from above, because it has a very specific way of for my duplicants to move. Like they go from left to right on the top. So I pretty much have to create a new dock here, and a new checkpoint with docks. And you see I'm doing pretty much the same thing here, right? So creating a room, pumping the gas, checking whether it's actually oxygen with the filter. I can do it inside also, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, now when I instruct my duplicants to come here, you see they have started working on this. Yeah, and they enter the biome, which is full of germs and all that, and later on as I go down, it's gonna be super hot, like there's diamond here, you see. So very soon it's gonna be super hot. But they won't care, because they are wearing the exosuit docks. And my plan here is to actually go down and get the oil, really. Start creating a petroleum generator for my needs, my power needs, which is kind of required for the late game. So that's it. Hopefully that gives you an idea of how to use it. And it's rather simple, really. It's really not that difficult. I mean, pretty much everything is in here. You just need the thimble reed. That's the only thing that you have to set up, and try to do it early in the game. When you start, it's very simple to set up a small farm. You don't need a big one at all. Just a small one, as the one I'm having here. Even this one is big, so it doesn't really matter. Even 5 tiles could do it. And that's pretty much all you need. And I forgot to mention. Yeah, there's something else which I actually forgot to mention. You also need some specific refined metals. So you have to make the rock granulator. You could also make this one, but it's a little bit of a pain to set up because I haven't set it up. But it produces more though. So rock granulator, and just create some get some copper and create some copper ore, and granulate it to copper. And always be checking how much you have of copper ore and how much you have of the other solution, the iron ore. You can use both, either. In this case, iron ore would be better because I have more, I guess. So that's it. Be using those. Without those, you cannot really go late game. There's no way. And you will eventually, your colony will completely evaporate if you don't use them. So learn to use them, like them because they're awesome. Remember also to have everything adjacent to each other. There shouldn't be any space at all. Bear that in mind. If you have a space from this one to this one, it won't work. So just have them all, very, very adjacent to each other, very, very close. No space in between. And once you enter the biomes, a biome that has polluted oxygen, for example, just another quick trick. Just start working on the deodorizers. Just provide some deodorizers so that they will clean the area, and also sweep the floors, because they do have. I always forget that, because they do have, like you see here, for instance, there are things that are producing polluted oxygen, and you don't want that. See, you can see it actually from the animation. So yeah. Just clean the air, but also don't sweep the floor and put it in inside storage compactors so that they don't produce more. That's it. Again, thanks for watching. Hopefully that was another useful tutorial for you. It was fun for me to explain. And please remember, you have to subscribe if you want to get notices for the next tutorials, which are going to be soon, as always. So thanks for watching again, and see you soon next time. Bye.